Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
Yo, mic check, mic
You're
check.
good.
Yeah.
Let me hear you.
Mic check, mic check.
Okay, we're good. And then what was I gonna say? Oh, we're gonna have this up here too. Oh, you got the chat up too already.
I'm gonna have it once we start. I'm gonna just widen it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, do your thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up. I just let everybody know we're open, like we're live, and then I go, okay, we'll be right back with you, Howlers, and it goes to our logo and the beat plays, and then I'm gonna come in and then I'm gonna have you introduce yourself. You can basically, I like the guys, like whoever comes on, do like a 30-second pitch on themselves. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
this,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this, and then boom, then we jump in from
Yeah.
that, from what you're talking about, and we start going into that.
Okay.
And it'll be an hour.
Okay, let's
Cool.
go.
Okay, that music, because it's gonna distract me. Tell them the music down.
You on a spectrum or what was good?
Yeah, dude, you know I gotta be in the zone, always. Unless I'm drunk, I can do.
No,
And we ain't doing that. Oh yeah, you're good on that. Yeah. We got people watching already. They just see live stream will begin shortly. Bow, bow, bow.
All right, I posted it.
Oh, phone's on silent. Just so
Oh, yeah.
ready.
Wait, hold on, I'm just almost heard.
And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, and Kick.
MySpace.
And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Yep. Right, three. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. YouTube channel.
Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
And today we got a very special guest I'm excited to have on the show. I'm going to have him introduce himself. If you can just introduce yourself to our audience, tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
What's going on? It's Blake Banks, the man, the myth, the mullet. I'm most known for my songs with Post Malone. Maybe you've seen me and my brother Shabuzi's new song, the Bar Song, the music video for it. I've been making music for about 20 years, you know what I mean? Touring for about 10 of them. I've worked with hip-hop acts such as The Far Side, G-Eazy, Post Malone, Devin the Dude, you know what I mean? A lot of hip-hop legends, you know what I mean? So I'm out here independent
With a long
artist.
resume.
Yeah, long resume, you know what I'm saying? Out here just doing my thing, you know what I mean? This is what I do, this is my art, and
So how long you been doing this for?
Since I just turned 35, so since I was literally 12 years old. So as soon as I don't know how old you guys are. How old are you?
I'm old, man.
Yeah.
I'm 40.
40?
Yeah.
Okay, so the internet dropped. We had dial-up, you know what I mean? Everybody was downloading. We were downloading. We had Cool Edit Pro. We had the beginning Fruity Loops and shit like that. And I was in that generation of
Fruity
kids.
Loops.
Like, you know what I mean? Like me and my friends grew up rapping, trying to be like the Diplomats, like you know what I'm saying, like that, you know what I mean, and just playing with beats, and I grew up on a lot of Atmosphere, real underground hip hop, Immortal Technique, you know what I mean, One Below, and so that's what I kind of did. Like by the time I was 16, I was already booking my own shows, and I had my own license, so I was playing all over from. I grew up in Iowa, I grew up in Iowa, so I would play like in Iowa City all the way to Chicago. I would drive either or. So when you grow up in Iowa, you don't have like many other peers that are also rapping, so you just kind of make your own blueprint and go for it,
So speaking of blueprint, like with your music, what are you trying to tell people? Like, what is your message?
What is my message? To be yourself, you ain't gotta be. I don't know. It's just about just being authentic, being genuine. The way I grew up and how I grew up, I feel like there's a story to be told for a lot of kids that grew up like me, not in the city, but outside of the city, that still would go to the city. You know what I mean? There was in and out, like how you guys live in the Inland Empire, LA, you know what I mean? But I still kind of grew up rural, but I wasn't fixing trucks or like farming or no shit like that. I was hustling. Like, you know what I mean? So like, I just kind of want to represent for the kids out there like me, and that, like they grew up like me, just like, because there wasn't that for me growing up, you know. I didn't feel like there was, you know.
You can tell you're authentic though.
Yeah,
the vibe, dude.
Yeah, I'm not about to tell you I'm here to like save lives. I'm here to make good music. People feel good. I ain't trying to give you no redemption story. I ain't trying to preach about the Lord to you. You know what I'm saying? We came to have a good time, and I wanted to make the music that I like making. You know.
I'm getting the Post Malone vibes. I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's what, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I worked with him. We grew up. You know what I mean? We started. He was 18 and I was about 20, 21. You know what I'm saying? When we first linked out in LA. So like this sound that kids that grew up in the 90s is like, and you even see Jelly Roll, and they're starting to be like, oh, it's like they're starting to call it country rap or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like more so of us that grew up listening to all different types of music.
Putting it in one.
When you get older, you get to the opportunity to get guitarists in the studio. You know what I mean? Add more elements and make some like grown ass man music. You know what I mean? Like it gets old rapping over
Especially
beats.
with White Iverson, and that's
and that was completely rap.
Shit,
Completely. You know what I mean? Like melodic hip hop. You know.
So how did you end up hooking up with Post Malone to do the song? You knew him prior, or how did that? You did. That's dope, dude.
So I had a homie. He worked for a media company called Machinima, and they did like video games and shit like that. And he had done music previously. His name's Concept Walker, and one of his good friends was A.K. Anthony Kilhoffer, who does a lot of stuff with Kanye, Travis Scott. I think he like basically got Travis Scott signed, and he would like kind of help me with my career because he used to do music, and then he still had kind of one foot in with all of his friends that, you know what I mean, up in the game in LA doing stuff.
Yeah.
And he had met Post Malone at a video game thing because one of his boys was really big in Minecraft. And so he was like, you guys need to work together. And we met, and that's how it kind of happened. You know what I mean? He drank beer and smoked cigarettes, and you know what I mean? He had some, and he was a young kid, and he had nothing out at the time. And he was showing me his beats and like his stuff, and I was like, dude, this is mind blowing. Like we can hang out every day and do this shit. Like I think he was 19. I pull up with a case of beer, you know what I'm saying? Some cigarettes. I'm like, cook up, let's go.
Loves Bud Light. He always drinks some Bud Light.
That's what I'm saying. That's you know what I mean? So it was just genuine, like genuine. Like they had took me to Travis Scott. And I was like, like, I don't get it. Like, he hadn't popped yet or anything, but I just don't know. Like, he just, like, wasn't my style.
It wasn't your style,
People like that shit. It's good music, you know what I mean? But it, like, I was like, But when me and Post, like, hit it off, it was, like, a no-brainer,
That's crazy. So, like, when I got an email from you guys, I was getting my hair cut, right? And my barber was like, "Oh, dude, I know who he is. That's so dope. You need to get him on." Da, 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 da.
No, he knows about me?
The whole barbershop knew who you were.
Probably through the barber scene?
No,
through the barber? My barber?
No, they just knew you from your music.
Oh, okay.
And they go, "Yeah, he did a song with Post Malone." I'm like, and then I kept reading, and that's when I seen, he did do a song with Post Malone.
I'm big out in the IE.
It was a trip, though, dude. I was like, no way, really? And I was like, then he played the song for me as he was cutting my hair. He said, this is the song.
All right, no, that was old shit. You know what I'm saying? We were young kids and shit like that, and kind of like the more trap stuff. You know what I mean? Was popular, and that's what I was making. You know, like the melodic trap stuff. Like,
but it was dope, dude. I was like, that shit's cool, man. He's like, I know exactly who he is. The whole shop was talking about it.
That's hilarious. That's awesome. Tell him I said, what's up? I was coming through there for a cut.
How does that feel when you see people vibing off your music or making them feel good?
Cause like I've worked so long at it, and like it still feels like nobody's listened sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? So like it like every time it lights me up. Like I reply back to the kids in the sending me Facebook stuff. Like I try not to leave no thing going red because I know there's a time that I'll probably not be able to read them all. But I like to like tell like little kids send me their like check out my track and I'll listen to it and be like blah blah blah. Like I don't really try to dub these kids and treat them like, you know what I mean? Like because I know how much it means and they'll remember it for the rest of their life. And who's saying that they ain't gonna be a big rapper one day? Like, you know what I mean? I was hitting that motherfuckers when I was younger.
You remember the day when you were like, oh shit, like I'm not just doing it in the studio, like I'm doing something now. Like it means
when I got
now.
paid for it, when I got my first record deal when I was 21, but I still wasn't even like, I wasn't really trying.
Can you take us?
But that's when you know it's a business. Yeah, take us through that.
Take us through that journey. I'm gonna try not to say too much. All right. Because I got out of it. All right. It's all good. All right. So I had got signed by this guy that had a really big rock label. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I had known some bands off it, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a for sure thing. He wanted to start a rap label. So we signed me, Roscoe, Krupp's little brother. You know him, Roscoe.
Yeah.
This girl named Glam. She was from like Oakland, and me. And so I got to go to the studio. I got a big lump sum of cash that I probably didn't deserve at a young ass age. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't trick it off because I was like, oh my god,
that's good.
It's like finally not poor no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so fucking. So then
how old were you?
I was 20, 21, 2021, and then like I had been sleeping on the floor out in LA. Like I drove out to LA, slept on my boy Parlay Star's floor in Studio City, and like really like pulled everybody's card that was like, I can get you into a studio, I can get you into a studio. And I was like, I'd pull up, camp out all night, cook up, you know what I mean? Sometimes I wouldn't even get to rap, but I'm networking, meeting these. That's why I tell kids all the time, you can go to LA and blow up, but you got to be willing to
stay up all night.
Like
people aren't willing to do that.
Back where I'm from, I've had some friends that were homeless back where I'm from come to LA and be like, I'm in a mansion partying with this rapper, and he's like telling me I can crash here and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen like success stories, you know what I'm saying? So if you come out here, you can really make it happen.
Yeah.
And so what were we talking about again?
The first time it happened, the deal.
The deal, yeah. So so I got that, got the cash. Then basically I was stuck in the studio. Bishop Lamont was helping me work on the album.
I know exactly who he is.
Big-ass OG.
So dude, when he came out, I knew who he was before he came out. I was training in MMA actually at the Shark Tank.
Yeah.
One of my trainers, his name was Jimmy Fletcher. He was like, I'm doing a song with Bishop Lamont. He's about to blow up. And this was like a year before I heard Big Boy talk about him on Power 106.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of crazy. Like like Bishop Lamont's dope. Yeah.
So long story short, they were like, we want Bishop Lamont to like write a bunch of songs for you, and then like you know what I mean, like him like A&R the album, but like write a bunch of stuff.
for you.
And I was like, whoa, this is weird. But I'm in it, and I was like, I want to succeed. So so I took the deal. That wasn't like part of the deal. That was like an idea that got in the middle to get quicker to a hit. And I was like, okay, there's nothing working with a team. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you get quicker to a hit. So so they had me like working with Bishop Lamont in the studio, and it was just like all this time went by, and it was just like not working. I was like, fuck.
I was gonna say because Bishop Lamont doesn't know. I mean, you're different. Like you're so different.
But I'm
than
rapping lyrics that Bishop Lamont wrote for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's so weird.
It wouldn't make sense.
And like it was like so weird, and like I was like, fuck, I got the money and everything that I wanted. But like
you're not happy.
I lost time on it. And time's very valuable. So I lost 2 years of my life in this thing. Long story short, I get out of the, you know what I mean, the deal and everything like that. And that's when I met Post shortly after that.
Not everything's meant to be though. Like it's meant to get you somewhere. Like that's what it is. It's a season.
It like really taught me like, ooh, you might not want that record deal.
That's what I'm saying.
I've had so many guys approach me with that similar like, we got a big cash for you, but and I'm like, hell no.
Yeah.
I don't want no sugar daddy.
That's basically what it is.
And it's actually good you thought about that.
Because then you got to go off their emotions when they think you should go in the studio, when they think you should
and
drop.
Music's all about music's all about your vibe. Just like the podcast, it's all about a vibe. Like you can't fake that. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna know that too. They're gonna look at you and be like, "This isn't really who he is." Yeah. And people are gonna vibe off who you are.
Yeah, some people can get away with it, but what I benefit the most is just
only
being
for
authentic.
so long though.
Yeah. People see through it.
Yeah. Well, because you have a different style, vibe. So you wouldn't get away with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like some people, they're all kind of the same. The way they sound, the way they move, all that kind of stuff. It kind of makes sense on them.
Yeah.
But you got like your own authentic style.
Yeah. So I learned my lesson, and then I was back independent on my ass. So I was like, how to make it work, and that's when I linked up with Post, and then Post blew up. And then it was like, well, shit, now this man's on his own. Because it's not like people think that, like, oh, your homies take you with you. That's not how it works. That motherfucker's in a whole new, brand new world now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight for his life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like.
And it's a rowdy game.
Yeah, so now I was like, how do I bring my plate to the table? You know what I mean? How do I get there? And that's why I started my independent grind. And, you know, I've been working at it just hard. And it's, you know, I think that, because I would meet a lot of rappers. I did a business with a lot of rappers out in LA when I was out here, and I would meet these rappers that were signed and see that, oh shit, like it isn't what you think, you know?
Yeah, because a lot of this. I mean, I've heard
they give you like 20 bands in a chain, and then you go and blow that shit. And you're like, fuck, I just signed my publishing away.
And a lot of them, the taxes, you got to pay this person, you got to pay the lawyer, you got to pay everybody.
Taxes, Is it even worth being signed right now? Like I feel like you can make so much more money.
Well, it really helps because they have the machine. You know what I mean? Like,
and they'll give you a big lump.
Like, look what, they'll give you that. They'll put that machine behind you, and some people just need that machine. But nowadays, there's the Facebook and all that shit, and that is the machine. That is people saying if you're hot or not. The algorim. You know what I'm saying?
And you can get paid. And you get paid from that.
Yeah, and then once you pop on there, they're calling you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you a businessman, you're gonna know how to make it run for a little while. But as you can see, remember that guy? What was his name? Oliver Anthony. He had that song where he was in the middle of the woods in West Virginia.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anti-record label. I ain't heard shit from him in like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And he had the number 1 song. So you can only be, and you know what I mean? You're gonna want to play that game, but when it's time, I feel like
a lot of people are independent. Like what's his name? Russ. I think he's independent, but I think he has some type of deal or publishing to push him. But other than that, like all his shit is him. He owns all his.
And also, he did a boss at like he always talks about his artists build up a catalog. Yeah. So now he's doing all these platinum numbers, but motherfuckers still over here fucking with this catalog, and this is going gold, gold, gold. That's straight to the pocket, going to the TuneCore. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Russ is he's a super smart guy to listen to when it comes to that stuff. I've listened
to a lot of his interviews and talking about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially, a lot of people don't like him, like you know what I mean. But his business is so on point.
For sure.
Yeah.
How's
the business side for you right now? Like the whole back end. How's that working?
I recently did this thing down in Austin, Texas, and we sat down with this guy. He had been like he worked for REM, which was this big rock band or whatever, and he asked us, what would you guys want more? Like, what would you guys want to know more as artists? You know, and I of course everybody said how to make more money, but it's like the things available to us as artists, the grants. You know what I mean? And it's about getting business like that, and like people have like I know the people that have the best business like I'll be like, how did this guy get signed? He had a lawyer, an entertainment manager as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain steps, and you don't have to do it all. There's no right way to do it, you know? But you notice that a lot of these people that are doing it independent, they have their business, they have a business credit card, you know, stuff like that. That's, you know, business 101, and I'm trying to get better at that stuff.
That's
filing taxes, you know, like.
That's a
but
big
if you're
deal.
not making shit, like, you know, you don't need to.
Well, then you always like, because I'm the same thing with me, you know. Then if you're not making anything, you're actually getting a lot of money back on your taxes. But if you do all that, it's building your credit.
Yeah, but they don't think about going to buy all the their studio equipment, and then you know what I mean, like stuff like that.
It's everything. It's gas.
Gas, because everything you do as an artist is damn near a write-off.
Your car's a write-off. Everything's a write-off. Dude.
So it's about learn. That's stuff that I'm trying to learn. Like what I was basically telling the guys, there's stuff out there, but they don't give us the knowledge of like you know what I'm saying. There's grants available for you, and you know what I'm saying. Like whether you're all types of ethnicities, there's all types of money just sitting here the state offers.
We had a grant lady come in here and talk about grants.
Yeah, they're called grant writers. Yeah. I just learned what a grant writer was like a year ago. Yeah.
And they're writing massive grants. She wrote like I think it was like $3 billion grant.
So you get festivals done, and people be like, "How did this festival get done?" Well, the person knew about a grant writer. It's about having what are you doing, you know?
Exactly.
But nobody gives us a book, and there's like especially for what
you just have to learn shit as you go, man. You know. So what would you say? Like who's the man behind all this? Like you?
Yeah.
Like
there's nobody. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like you. Like who are you when you're not doing music? Who are you?
I'm probably at the gym. Working more on Blake Banks, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm Blake Banks 24/7, you know, like so when I'm not you know what I'm saying, I'm on the road all the time, so I'm constantly hanging out, you know what I mean? I like hanging out with Kiki, my wife. You know, she's my DJ.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's
dope.
You're
a DJ?
Yep.
That's lit.
So I like hanging out with my wife. But I go to the studio a lot. I work on this a lot. I'm independent, and I run this whole shit myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You live in Cali now? You live in Cali now?
I live in LA. I've been living in LA for like the last 12 years. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
What other
I'm a local.
So like the audience knows, like what kind of you have any other hobbies you do, like any other things you like to do when you're not doing music? I know you're probably deep in the game right now.
Any other hobbies? We have a YouTube channel, Dead People Shit. When I'm not playing at night during the day, I'll be in a lot of these cities thrifting, buying fashion, old vintage T-shirts. I mean, we have a website called Dead People Shit where we sell it all. And then we have a YouTube channel, Dead People Shit, and we record all of our thrifting adventures. So
I've been thinking about getting into that shit, like reselling.
Oh, bro, it's fun.
The reselling
it's fun.
part.
That's
yeah.
what we do. That's
Okay.
what. Yeah, but I buy the shit to get fresh, and then I give it to her. She lists it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm always on Marketplace. I'm always on Marketplace. We go to the bins. We go to garage sales, and that's just something I like doing during the day. I'm getting older. You know, I can't get trashed during the day every day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Dude, the hangovers.
That used to be. You want to be? I'm gonna be honest. Drinking. That used to be one of my big hobbies. Day drinking.
We would got along, man.
Day drinking.
Hey, we would have got along.
Day drinking. Day drinking.
Day drinking was the best, dude. Back in the day.
Were you going too hard at one point?
No, I think I just got older and just more responsibilities, and to stay focused.
It wasn't as cool.
You can't be drunk all day. Like, it's just not.
How long you been married for?
What are we going on?
Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong.
2 years. Yeah, going on 2 years. 2 years.
All right. You feel like that changed you up a little bit too? Matured you a little bit more?
She definitely. But it was time. You know what I mean? I was ready for it. She was ready for it. She actually booked my first show in Los Angeles. She was a promoter. She had a spot downtown. Then she would bring in like artists like 2-9, Iggy Azalea, and she booked one of my first LA shows where I got signed.
Wow.
So I tried to holler at her that night. You know what I mean? Didn't crack her that night. You know what I'm saying? Did get a free bottle though. You know what I'm saying? You know
Free bottle's a free bottle.
Tickets. But you know what I mean? 7 years later down the line, you know what I mean? We started dating, and we were both ready for it. I would have fucked it up if I was younger. Like when I was younger, yeah.
So the time was right.
The time was right. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Do you think it helps you as a better artist? Like, you know what I mean? More structure, having somebody that does, like, actually, she's your DJ and your wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't have that team around them.
Yeah.
To not fuck up, or hey, you need to do this or you need to do that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I gotta know when to turn it off and be Blake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be like a husband. You know what I mean? But yeah, it helps me a lot because she's like the best critic. She's gonna tell me straight up. She's gonna be honest with me, and then she also directs a lot of my music videos. You know what I mean? She's a key part to this whole Blake Banks thing.
So then,
you know?
do you have a manager?
No, it's just me and Kiki.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's good though because you guys are like growing together.
Yeah,
you know?
and I've had managers and stuff like that, and nobody's gonna go as hard for you as you. So a lot of these managers, you know, I really need a seasoned one at this point, and I'm open to one. You know what I mean? But yeah,
They have to be doing something.
there's not much that they gotta. You know what I mean? I'm already contacting podcasts and promoting my new album, Wild Thing, July.
So yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about your album.
I got a new album. So I
when does it come out and all that?
It comes out in July.
Okay.
So nowadays, with the way content is, I'm able to just trickle it out. So I'm dropping a new single every 2 weeks. We got my single Trouble's out now, the music video dropping.
I like that song, Trouble.
Yeah.
I played it on the thing. I was going through a
Thank you.
bunch of what to play.
Yeah.
And I was like, this song's dope. Dude.
Yeah,
I like
hell
this
yeah,
one.
hell yeah. So I want to drop a song every 2 weeks leading up to it. That way they're like all damn near out because I got like 20 tracks. So I want them to all damn near be out and then drop the album so I can get the most bang for my buck on the single.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to drop a whole body of work. Ain't nobody just waiting on 20
nobody knows,
songs to drop on their head in one night. Like that's crazy. Like especially, and that's what's cool about nowadays. And some artists don't like it. Oh, I gotta do content for that. I personally don't like it, and now I know it's very crucial to my job.
What's your style of releasing music and how you do it? Just the 2 week thing, or
new things every time. I'll meet guys that run record labels. They're like, you got to send it in 4 weeks prior, and I'm like, 4 weeks prior? God damn! I just made the song 4 weeks ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? By the time I'm over 4 weeks, I got a whole new joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not too pressed on the Spotify playlists and all that. You know, like I feel like I see shit trend and take off by itself. So I just try to just release it my own.
And a lot of times the music video is like that you do a little clip of like on TikTok that kind of blows it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't got to do everything the old school way. Everything's new.
There's
now.
ways to help the algorithm, but fuck, like I just can't wake up every day and think about how I can help the algorithm. How the algorithm, you know, as much as I'd want to, and as much as it helped me, like I'm not gonna be stressing about the algorithm. I just try to make the music and just drop the shit out. It's hard enough at this point.
Dude, that's the same way like we are, man. Like dropping those clips and all that. Like, dude, that wasn't my life before. Yeah. I was like not even caring about that.
Sometimes
you know what I mean?
but
it's part of the life.
Right.
But some of those clips hit harder than a song sometimes, and they take off. Like not a song, but like it's a good ass piece of content. That's like, ooh, you see.
Like we're like, damn, why did that clip take off and not the other ones? Like that one's like not even that cool to us, but it just took off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you understand the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So what's that next step like that you want to take?
My next step is keep keep on keeping on. You know, I want to do some bigger.
The Joe Dirt right there.
Yeah,
keep on keeping on, man.
I want to.
And he got the bullet there. I love that shit.
I want to do some. I want to do some. I want to do some bigger collabs. You know what I mean? I want to. I mean, like, you know, like I've done Post Malone. It's like, who do I want next? Like, I
know that's a hard
an
one.
Ed Sheeran one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I worked with YSL Duke. He was one of my favorite rappers. You know what I mean? Drug Rich Peso. Like, I worked with a lot of my favorite rappers. So like, maybe like somebody like like Charlie Crockett. I don't know if you ever heard Charlie Crockett. No. He's a country singer. He's really dope.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I'd want to do something really out the box. You know what I mean? Not some so rappy. I'll bring the rapping. You know, somebody else can bring something else. But yeah, I
like that though. You're just gonna be. That's what's crazy about music right now. Everything's being mixed up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I think that's really cool. And so for this album, are you mixing anything up on this album right now?
I mean, it's all just a mixture of what I like to make. You know what I mean? As much as I could just sit on here and lie and say I make it for the fans, like I make this shit for myself, bro. You know what I mean? Like I like this shit because I make it because I think it's hot. You know what I mean? And then I put it out and I'm like, I know there's gotta the more authentic and genuine I get, I know that it's gonna work. Like my song Hazel Road, that's about my old beer drinking road. It's called Hazel Road, where we would drive 10 miles an hour down the road and just get trashed on the country roads, and that's what we did. I made a song about it. Immediately resonates with everywhere I go. You know what I mean? And it was just something that I knew that in my gut I was like, this would probably work because everybody has a Hazel Road, whereas a road they drive down to smoke weed in their area and shit like that. So yeah, just the more genuine, authentic. You know what I mean?
I like that a lot, man, because that's. We are same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to be authentic. If you're worried about what everybody thinks, your stuff ends up being trash a lot of the time. So if you just be authentic, I think that's dope, dude. Yeah. Keep it like that, man.
And that's how back in the day, most music that people listened to was about smoking, drinking, partying.
Yeah.
Not so much now. Everybody's rapping about shit they don't even do.
Man,
shit they don't have.
Then it's all the people making the Jesus songs. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers making money off Jesus, saying redemption songs. Like, you know,
Kanye made a whole album. Shit,
I know. It's just like, you know, that's why when you guys ask me, it's like, what's your message? It's like, man, I'm just trying to make some music that I like. I like doing this, and then I know people out there are gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna say how I feel, and you know what I mean. I ain't trying to change the world, but I might one day.
Yeah. Well, even then, like, you know, you're giving your experience, because if you think about it, like it or not, like we are preaching to the world. Mm-hmm. You're doing it with your music. We're doing it with and whatever you want to do. It's whatever message you're giving. Like we're giving some type of message, and even if it's just showing who we are, you know. So I kind of realize that a lot of people are telling me like, hey, you know, you're out here speaking to audience. A lot of people are starting to follow you. People are listening. What is your message? And I'm like, damn, I don't know. Like we're just kind of like throwing out who we are. I should ask
you that. What's your message?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
guys.
but if you're kind of like us, like you're just showing the people who you are.
Yeah.
You're showing your life in different points of it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like.
That's what my music is. It's me from making music from 15 to now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
How does the family feel about it? About you being an artist?
My dad does music, so I grew up. My dad, he did more of the cover band stuff. So he's made a great career out of doing that. You know what I mean? And so that's where I kind of learned the music hustle. Did he ever tell me to do music? Hell no. My dad's got 3 ex-wives, you know? like he was like, go to college, you know, this is not the life you want. And I was like, but I want to be a rapper. And he was like, what? A rapper? Like, how about try a guitar first? You know what I mean? But nah, like in the recent years, he's seen it come around, and I feel like, you know, because that's what we go at each other about is ticket sales. Like he sells out, you know, at theaters and shit. And I'm like, you a Johnny Cash impersonator, motherfucker. You cheating.
This is original over here.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be original out here. And there's so much shit going on now out there, man. There's so much type of music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Like you have your completely your own style. Like I've never seen a rapper with a John Deere hat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, branding. John Deere, they need to holler at me. I'm trying to get a combine or something.
You need to, man. Yeah, for sure they should, man. Have you reached out to them?
They don't sponsor nobody.
Oh, they don't.
Especially not no rapper.
Especially not me.
Especially not no rapper.
They're gonna take a look at that proposal. And
Could you imagine a music video, a rapper on John Deere with some guns and some girls shaking ass? Like, that would be the funniest shit ever. America.
Get on the big old John Deere engines right there.
Right?
yeah.
We were talking behind the scenes before, and I used to work on the John Deeres, but the buses. Ones,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I know all about those. Are like a pain engines to work on. They're a pain
Really?
in the ass. Yeah.
I seen nowadays they have these things on them, like computer systems in them.
Yep.
That
All
are like
trucks now.
you have to take it back to the dealership and they charge you up the ass.
Yeah.
To do it, and there's guys that'll come to your farm and like hack it for you, basically,
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
the same thing with us because we're not a dealership, you know.
Yeah.
And you just have a computer, and then we got like a Snap-on computer, or we got other bootleg computers you can use and do the same thing the dealers do.
Yeah.
Same thing with the John Deere.
Allegedly,
Yeah.
he does it allegedly.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Allegedly.
I don't
Hey,
know. You see the Vice thing on? There's a Vice thing on it. Check it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
there is?
Yeah. Vice dropped a thing on it. Yeah.
Damn.
It's not illegal, I don't think.
No, it's
real
not.
gray. It's a real gray area.
Well, with the, with the rigs,
Allegedly.
yeah. Well, with the rig situation, like we're so far behind time.
Yeah.
Like there's nobody can come in here and we're not even going to set up with the automotive bureau.
Yeah.
So nobody can come in here and look at anything.
Yeah.
We say get out of here. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
So we kind of that whole situation's a little different.
Okay.
Little behind the scenes stuff of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
with the businesses, let's talk about your
We got
sponsor.
the high tea, the non-tobacco, hemp-free. This is the evolution of rolling right here. They're not like the nasty gas station wraps like they usually get at smoke shops
Yeah.
that taste all like, ugh. These are like, you know what I mean? I used to smoke a lot of Dutches. I don't know. Do you guys smoke?
Not no more.
I brought these here for you guys.
I appreciate
So
it.
hand them out to all your smoker
for sure.
friends. Do you smoke?
Yeah. When I'm drunk.
Okay.
when I'm drunk.
He'd be that guy
He'd
out
be
back,
crossfaded.
Like, let me hit the weed.
That's literally what it comes down to. we got some of your
Two puffs, this nigga's out.
We got some of your fans though.
Oh,
reaching
shit.
Out. Go ahead and read
St.
them out.
John
They're up
Gaming,
there.
emojis, Lurk King Gaming, Blaze Banks,
Blaze Banks.
What up?
Post working with Big X right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shout out the person that's
Lurk King Gaming.
okay.
Mr. Initial Productions. It's Blank Banks, the one and only.
Hell yeah. Hey, what up?
Some fans. Have you been like stopped before? Like when your first time being stopped and like, damn, I know you, and like you signed an autograph. Like, do you remember that day?
Where at? Oh yeah, I pulled off a rest stop to take a piss, and this is crazy.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Dude, and tell me why the guy cleaning the rest stop and basically on community service is like Blake Banks.
It's always
you know
us
what I
guys
mean,
on
like a
community.
rest stop off
Yeah,
the road.
yeah.
I was like, damn, my
the-
fan
with-
base right there doing community
Got
service.
yellow vest on and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's crazy because like I said, my whole barbershop knew who you were.
Yeah,
They were
fuck.
all going crazy about
That's
it.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
man.
dope.
They're like,
Tell
oh,
me
he's
what's up.
blowing up right now. His album's coming out. I said, that's literally why he's coming on. And they're like, for real? And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. But the thing is, they all knew who you were.
Hell yeah.
So I was thinking, like, you can't even go outside sometimes. But you're.
Oh no.
It's not even like that yet.
I can go outside. I go outside lots. I'm mostly outside.
You're outside all the time. Huh?
Outdoors.
So tell
No,
us.
I'll actually be in Lakehead, California this weekend at the Lakeshore Resort Inn playing 2 nights, Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
I got a big tour schedule, so yeah, outside a lot.
How's that tour life
BlakeBanks.com.
with your wife and all that?
It's awesome. Designated driver. She doesn't drink, just smokes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she got to deal with me all hungover in the morning, fucking puking and shit. Nah, but it's dope because I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, it keeps me out of trouble. And,
Yeah.
For sure.
we
Balance.
get to go on lots of adventures together and see a lot of cool things.
You guys are probably seeing a lot out there right
A lot,
now. Huh?
a lot.
Do you have a team besides you two?
I have a producer, yeah, the Ambulance Factory, and that's where downtown LA. And he was originally in Chicago, moved out here, and yeah, we work every like 2 days or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how big is your tour? Like how many cities?
I stay touring like this is how I make money, right? So as an artist, you make a lot of your money touring. So like I
Yeah.
stay booked as much as the phone's ringing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like so yeah, I mean, we just took a month and a half off to like regroup. Sometimes it gets a little like, whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dang, so tell us a little bit more about your album, though. Well, yeah.
What's the
I
vibe?
got
What's the vibe for
22
it?
tracks, a lot of guitar, bluesy, jazz, big band, some shit you never heard before. Like literally, like
Right, blues, rapping blues.
rap,
I love
rap,
that
rap,
shit.
lot
I
of
love
lot of
blues.
lot of blues licks. A lot of rock, not like rock. Like I'm trying to say like guitars. I like guitars, but not like rock.
Is it more
rock
like is it more like Elvis guitar or Jimi Hendrix guitar?
Let's say Stevie Ray Vaughan guitar.
Okay, I know.
Okay. Yeah, bluesy licks. My homie Sino, homie Sino out in Italy. I found a guy out in Italy that is the king of the blues licks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Hey, would you want to give us a little like?
Can we play some of it?
Yeah, like maybe like I don't know if you want to like
plug some of it in or what?
Yeah, like play it and if you can do it some live.
All right.
Like that'd be dope.
What you want to hear?
Which one you like? John, over here. You want if you can even are you able to send him like airdrop him a beat and you can just do like the rap part, or are you able to do that? You got a beat on you? It's up to you.
Wait, what?
Are you able to like to airdrop him like a beat and he can do a part of it or like live?
Yeah, let's. What do we got?
Oh, the actual song. Yeah, actual song.
Want to play here? Brand new one I just made the other day.
Yeah, let's do that.
I got Kiki on it too. We'll premiere it right here. How do I share it? How do I share it to you?
Airdrop it. Yeah, airdrop it to John. John, you have it open. Your airdrop. I'll send it to the email. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Here it comes.
What's the email?
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got 22 songs. I've been working on it for the last. I feel like you should promote an album for as long as you worked on it. Last album, I worked on it for about 2 years. You know what I mean? While I was touring, and then promoted it for 2 years. So now I got an album, and I want to stretch it out. And I don't like, because now, like how I said, nowadays it's different. You can stretch the shit out.
As long as you want.
Bro, so many songs get slept on. That's why I took a minute. I'm gonna fill that whole CD. I'm printing these shits independent. I'm filling that whole thing. You know?
Yeah, I think would we want to put the mic up here? I think it'd be dope if we did. Bear with us, guys. We're live over here, so but we got good shit coming right now. So you got people watching. You got your fans up here.
Why don't you smoke a blunt real quick?
Oh man, that's all you right now.
Hell no.
You got asthma. He'll be like
higher than giraffe ass. Here you go, them nasty noises again. No Diddy.
I'll say it to you right now.
Keeping it fly over here. It's Howls over Baaz.
Yours.
Oh, we got more.
No, that's the same one.
Same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your fans watching over here. Let's see on Rumble.
Hey, what's going on Rumble?
Where
all my Patriots at?
How was the move from the country going like to
I didn't like
LA?
It wasn't like the country, like how I said, like
yeah, we got a lot of
it's
views.
like out here, you know what I'm saying? Like
where you were at?
Yeah. Like so it's like malls, but like and then you can drive 5 miles outside and it'll be the country. So, I'd be bouncing back and forth. So, but was it different? It was like, hell yeah. I was like, damn, I dress whack. I gotta get my shit right.
How do you like LA? How do you like LA?
Had to get a Gucci belt right on top. Right when I got here, I was like, fuck.
Straight to Rodeo. Straight to Rodeo.
Yeah, for real. How do I like LA? I like it a lot. It's the best place. People are like, when I go to like Texas and shit, they're like, oh, California. And it's like, man, like I go all around. I've been all around the world. There's no place in the United States that I would rather live than Los Angeles.
Dang, yeah.
It's got all the amenities. It's got beautiful weather.
Were you by the fire? Were you by the fires?
Huh?
Were you by the fires?
No, I'm in Van Nuys.
Okay.
So, I mean, kind of by them, but yeah.
No,
I wasn't. I didn't live in those expensive houses.
So, what kind of beer do you drink?
What kind of beer?
Yeah.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, Busch Light, Keystone Light, something light.
Okay, I'll drink that fucking 12%
Natty
shit.
Light.
I want like
12%. You drinking the hops?
Oh, dude, I love that kind of stuff. I won't go lower than 8%.
One of those beer snob guys.
Yeah, well, just because I want to get drunk quick. You know? I'm not trying to play.
So bad,
like fucking boots.
Those taste terrible.
No, there's some good ones if you go to the breweries.
Bullshit.
If you go to the breweries,
yeah, it's always like one that tastes like this one tastes like pumpkin spice, and it's like
pumpkin spice.
Like,
tastes like a fucking boot.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this one doesn't taste.
But my neighbor's like that. Like you know how you drink the light beers? Like,
yeah.
I gave him the strong ass beer, and he's all drunk off one. He's like, what the hell? Because he's always drinking the light beers.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I'm so drunk off one beer. Like, I'm like, dude, really? Like, but I get it, because I that's what I would drink.
Yeah,
the strong ass.
Yeah. How many beers does that take for you?
To feel a good one is 2. That's all you need is 2.
That's
so
ridiculous.
Little bang for your buck.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. What kind of hard alcohol do you like?
Tequila.
Oh, you a Mexican.
Espolón.
You Mexican.
Yeah, tequila and club soda. 0 calories.
Gotta feel balance. Gotta feel balance.
I like it because that ball, it fits you right there with all the alcohol you drink.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Let's hang out sometime. Where's the bars around here?
Oh, dude, they're
next
everywhere.
light.
Really?
There's literally like a ghetto ass bar that we go to sometimes right over here. It's
First-
so ghetto, dude. Like, I love it.
He said it's so ghetto, dude. You can get stabbed there.
I got stabbed once when I was still drinking, dude. It's not even like that.
The tequilas come out the wound and shit. And while you was drinking it, come out the wound.
You're like, damn, plug it up. I'm
shit.
getting sober again.
Hey, but it's not. I don't think it's ghetto. It's just like it's rusty.
It's been there since like the 70s.
It's rusty,
dude.
yeah. Like so, when you walk in, you could tell it was in the 70s. Like that's how.
Yeah, but they just remodeled it, and it still doesn't really look remodeled. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's one of those, dude.
Have you had any like
good for it? Okay.
right now?
I like that talk more than everything. Yeah, so we got the
some
mic
more
up
of
there.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you ain't even drinking yours. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm
We have another one too, though. We kept you on
okay.
track because
okay.
I've literally been blacked out on this podcast.
Nice.
Twice.
What episode is that? I'll have to check it out.
I had to take one down. It was just too bad.
I was
Twice.
She was here for one of them.
She
yeah.
was here for one of them. Okay, maybe 3.
Put it this way. Put it this way.
Damn, gotta call me out, girl.
After the podcast was over, we all left.
Okay, let's just not talk about
No,
this.
shut up. We all left, and he
we
was
go.
here asleep in the car still.
Oh, shit.
I plead
And
the
we came
fifth now.
we came back, and he just woke
I
up.
plead the fifth on this now. Let's get him to sing it, all right?
Jesus.
So we can have some fun, man.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
We could
You
have
guys got
a good
booze
time.
cruising roads around here?
What is that?
Booze cruising roads. Beer drinking roads.
Oh, no, not here, dude.
No?
The cops are so hot out here. It's crazy.
Damn.
They want
You have
everybody
to drink
go
in
to
one
jail.
place, huh?
Yeah, it's one of those, man. Or have somebody designated.
Okay.
Because it's like that out here, huh?
Gotta be quicker than that.
Man, I got DUIs, man. That's how I know.
I got DUIs.
He said with an S on the internet.
Yes, DUIs.
Shit. Supposed to only be 3 letters.
Bruh. Okay, you wanna? Hey, so we're just gonna get them up on there. You want to cut to the little commercial thing? That the beat, or how do you want to do it? Yeah, we'll just go straight there then. Is she gonna come on there with you?
Shit.
She's rapping on it.
We doing what are we doing here?
Well, whatever you want to send them. That's the song you play. So
I
whatever
thought we
you
were
wanna do.
listening to one. All right. What do you want to do? I just sent one with the vocals on it.
Oh, with the vocals.
Yeah. I don't have anything on. I don't think I have anything.
Oh, okay. You want to just do it with
you
it then?
can do it right here. I mean, if
All right,
you can do it right here.
play the song. Play the song.
Yeah, just play it, and then he'll do it with the vocals. Cool.
World premiere. Howls over Baaz.
Howls over Baaz.
Baaz.
Blake Banks over here. Let's
So
go.
we just made this song the other night. I gotta remember the lyrics for this shit.
You don't have to sing it. If it has lyrics on it.
Drink some more, you'll remember it.
Hit it.
Let's go, John. We should have brought a mixer for her.
Woo, this is good.
One of my buddies, because we haven't had a white rapper on here yet. My buddy was like, so he's white.
What are you calling me, the first white rapper?
He was so happy.
No.
No.
Little Chronic.
Oh yeah, Little Chronic, but he's not really white. You know?
What is he?
No, he's my boy actually.
What is going on right now?
But what I'm saying is my boy, he's a white dude. He was finally he got all happy and shit.
You must not have watched the other shows.
Oh shit.
He was so happy about it. He's from Utah.
White dudes from down here, I'd be like, is that a cholo?
Right.
I was
with
the Cottonmouth Kings or whatever, and I was like, dude, what is this?
There's a lot of cholos out here too.
I'm from the Midwest. We wear Air Force Ones. Like you guys got Cortez and your things pulled up
right.
all high. Like you guys are dressing more Mexican gangbanger than the Mexican gangbanger.
I literally bought some Cortezes right before the show.
The Nike Cortezes?
Yeah, the Forrest Gumps.
Here we goes.
World premiere. Howls over Baaz. Baaz, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Baaz. So you guys can kind of get the vibe off this. That's Kiki right there. They can all hear it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. I know this shit. All right. Got thoughts in my head that I can't stop thinking. Popping all these meds, but I can't stop drinking. Eyes so red that I can't stop blinking. Pack so loud that it won't stop stinking. Rock a black hoodie when I'm walking at night. Fell in love with the darker side of things in life. I wanna paint you red. We could do all the dirty little things you said.
I ain't crazy like the rest of them people, but this life that I'm living's illegal. Soaring through the sky like an eagle, underneath your skin like a needle.
So what would you call this?
I don't know. I just love this shit.
What would you call it? What would you call it? Would you call it rap? Would you call it rock? What would you
It
call
sounds like a mixture of like rap and rock. Rock. It sounds like a mixture.
But is it rock?
Is it
rock?
I don't really feel like it's rock, but it's
Because
mixed.
the drums are kind of trappy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
Is this your wife in the background?
I must have ran out of fucks to give between the bottles of tequila and the half-smoked cigs. Wanna be this evil, got a dream real big, but I wouldn't recommend it as a way to live. Nah.
I love
Shot
it.
it out from the rooftop in a small dark town, getting down in the boondocks. Got a red bandana like a white trash Tupac. When I die, baby, bury me in the jukebox.
Okay.
Falling out the window of the hotel seats. All these drugs in my system, baby, it's so lethal. Riding down Hazel in the beat up Regal. And I got 6 senses, I see dead people.
Evil, oh, you're so evil.
what'd you think?
I like this.
It's I wouldn't even call it rock. I would call it rap, but just a different style. It's rap.
That's what I'm saying. Some
It's-
people will be
it's-
like, dude,
it's rap.
this is country. And I'm like,
Nah,
how?
it's
Because
rap.
you see me with a John Deere hat?
Oh,
It's
I don't
not
feel country. I don't
It's
feel
not
country
at
at all.
It's not
Or
at
rock.
all.
It's rap, but just a different style. Just a
Yeah,
different
and then
beat.
like rap is like my
Give us that burn right now,
bow,
John.
world premiere. But yeah, it's real weird when people are like, what kind of music do you make? And it's like,
yeah.
I feel like I'd be like kind of like fucking myself by saying either of the like a rapper.
I
I'd be
guess you
selling
would.
myself short kind of
Yeah,
by saying
yeah.
rapper, and then not like rap. That's a bad thing to be like, but like with the type of music that I make, it wouldn't paint the full picture. They might be like, oh, rapper, always a white rapper. You
Dude,
know
I
what
like
mean?
your shit a lot.
Yeah,
No,
thank
I
you,
really
bro.
do, man.
Thank you.
Like for real, no cap at all,
Thank you.
dude. I think your
Thank
shit
you.
is dope as hell. I'll bump
Thank you.
the hell
Well,
out
I
of
make
your
it for
stuff.
people like you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. I love that shit.
appreciate that shit.
I like that whole song too. I kept listening to your stuff, and I
Well,
was
now
like,
you got it in your email, so you can listen to it all the
yeah,
time.
there it is, man.
That was
Hell
lit.
yeah,
I
that was
appreciate it.
lit,
Appreciate you
man.
for sharing.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
sharing.
dude. So, if there anything you could tell an inspiring artist, just say artists, not just rappers, artists, what would you tell them?
Do not give up ever. Do not. This sounds terrible. The game ain't over till you say it's over. You know what I'm saying? You could be motherfucking 50 years old and jump in the game and start making music. You know, like I said, if you be authentic and you be genuine, there's a million other people out there in the world, I feel like, that are just like you that will fuck with you. You know, if you are authentically you will find that group that no matter how weird you are, no matter what it is, you know what I mean? So don't give up if they haven't found you. If you haven't found them yet, you need to do a little soul searching and be more authentically you and see what makes you and really hone into that and really carve into that, because that's where you're gonna figure out and win. So maybe you're not popping yet, but maybe you just haven't figured it out yet. I'm still trying to figure it out too. So
I think
we're all.
that's-
I think and no matter what level do you get to, you're still trying to figure it out more and more. Because once
Every
you get
day.
to one level, you're like, how do I get to Jay-Z? How do I get to this and that? You know what I mean? You want to keep going.
Yeah, well, I always look at it too. Like you keep getting older. You're gonna talk about different things in your songs. It's just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So it's always gonna be leveling to a different area.
For
And I think that's dope.
For instance, my homie Kosha Dills, he's been doing music since. I've been working with him since I was like 13, and he's 42. He's been on Wildin' Out, just went viral this year, 1 million followers. Before that, nope. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, because he didn't give up, stayed true to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stayed true to the grind. And I don't know one person that has stayed true to the grind that has not paid off for almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that
you're right.
really put their all in. I can't say one that I know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, same here, man. Like seriously. And then we've had a lot of people on here, and as long as they stay consistent, even when they don't feel like
A lot of
doing it.
motherfuckers be seasonal with this music shit. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, Yeah, there's a lot of people seasonal with even entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
It just,
yeah.
And they can't just keep being consistent. It's hard.
Yeah.
That's why it's a small percent. Like literally, we're considered like right now 4% of the world. You know, entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
You guys are fully doing it, so you guys are fully entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys
Yeah.
don't have like a whole team backing you right now. It's you guys.
Yeah.
And I think that's dope too, because what happens is when you get a team in and they're slacking, you know where they're slacking, you know why they're slacking, how, because you did
you
it
guys
all.
did it. You guys did it
You already
before.
learned. So when I first started my business, the same thing. Like nobody can bullshit me now.
Yeah.
Because you guys already seen it all. Like, no, we did that shit. We know how long that takes. We know what it takes to do that. You're like bullshitting. You're not putting all it into what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna mess with you no
Yeah,
more.
you can see who puts the work in. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I said, motherfuckers are and I don't know how you could do that. Just be seasonal like that and just give up. So, like something that
Yeah.
I'm so passionate about. I see my friends and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as I said, I've had friends with more views than me, more talent than me, just not have the drive, and like that's it.
A lot of people live their life on fads, though. It's a fad for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's hot to them right now. They feel it. That's cool, but it's just like working. Like you got to go to work every day, no matter what, to get that check. And these people just don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And like we always talk about on this show too. Like I feel like it's more of a risk to get that everyday check that you got to figure out how you're going to pay all your bills with the exact check you're going to get than being an entrepreneur and figuring shit out on your own. Because you can how hard you hustle is how much money you can make. If you want to make more money, you can do it by how hard you hustle. Going to work every day, you get the same check.
Stagnant. Yeah, you stay there. You're comfortable.
You know?
You're not going to want to level up because you're comfortable.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what I feel like a lot of people, that's why they give up the music, because they're like, bro, I can't do this, it's breaking me.
Yeah.
And then they get the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, and whereas like, you never know how close you was about to be, and did you even really work as hard? You know what I mean? At that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do it for 10 years. I mean, like 9 years, but that 10th, if you would have waited to that 10th year.
Yeah, I seen Jelly Roll give a speech. He was like, in my I was a loser for 36 years, but on my 30, when he won like some big award, he's like, on my 37th year, I became a winner. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how many rappers, how many rappers quit rapping at 25 just because they're like, man, I ain't blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just wants to blow up. They think, especially now, because they see it all over social media. Like, people that are blown up on there are not really blown up anyways. Yeah,
so,
and then it's like they not in the game for the right reason. You know what I mean? Like, they're not making art. Exactly. They're not in it to make the music and like you don't have passion in it. You just want to
check. You don't see them no more.
That's number one. What you just said right now. I feel like that's literally the main reason.
Yeah,
is they're just not in it for
like
them.
I'd make this. Like I said, there's for a long time nobody listened to my shit, but I was still making it until until people start listening.
Your stuff is unique.
Yeah,
like you don't hear a lot of people talking about what you're talking about.
Yeah,
that's what I like about your stuff.
Yeah,
because you can't just turn that on and be like, oh man, I want to listen to something like what he's talking about. Yours, you got to find. You can't just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You hear the same shit all the time, dude. Yeah. Lately, you know, and yours is different. I like that, man.
Thank you, bro.
You want to do the shed the sheep? Yeah, we already hit, huh?
Our slogan is shed the sheep.
Hold on, before we go.
What are we gonna do to the sheep?
Hold on, before.
Pocket knife and shit.
Sign up for this shit.
I didn't sign up.
We down here in the IE. They got the sheep.
Hey.
It looked like he have a knife out his boot and shit.
Before we go though, is there anything else you want to tell our audience?
Or anything dropping? Your
BlakeBanks.com.
Right here though.
Make sure to go to BlakeBanks.com where you can get see all the music videos, all the merchandise, my tour schedule, and Wild Thing, the album, coming out in July. I look forward to seeing you guys out there on the road. Come out to a show. It's always a live performance. You know, shout out to you guys for having me out.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming.
It's worth the 2-hour drive out here.
Yeah,
man.
I appreciate that.
I'll come do it again just to hang out.
Oh
with you
yeah,
guys.
let's do it.
Our slogan is shed the sheep. So
our slogan is shed the sheep.
Right.
So it basically means like, shed the follower off of you because the sheep follower, you know what I mean?
The haters and shit.
So
yeah.
So we're gonna say it in the camera on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shed the sheep. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
I'm Rico Savage.
I'm Blake Banks.
We appreciate you guys all for watching. Go look him up, man. His shit is dope.
Like and subscribe.
Thank you guys for having me.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. We're out. See you at 7.